What's up, all you beautiful people? It's your boy, the Vaslap. It is Monday, and it does mean it is time for some more Football Manager. We've got a brand new series today, guys. We're starting something brand new for the channel. It's going to be exciting. It's something I've never actually tried before, so I'm actually quite curious to see how it is all going to work, how it's going to play out. But basically, shout out to let me get the name. I had it down here. Jean River from Reddit. I found it on a Reddit post. It's basically a youth challenge in France where you take over the team of AS Monaco, but you can't field any foreign players. They have to be all French players, and you're not allowed to have anyone over the age of 21 in your starting lineup. So the start of the game, I'm going to release all the players that are over the age of 21 to start off with, and then we're going to rely basically on our youth and any French wonder kids that we can pick up or something like that in the transfer market to get us going. They're not allowed to be over 21, and if they turn 22 during the season, we have to sell them immediately. We have to get rid of them. They're not allowed to play another game for us. They're only allowed to go up to the age of 21. That is all we're allowed to do. It is time to jump into the game. If you haven't done so already, hit subscribe, get notified, tell me about your parents, grandparents, lovers, haters, whoever like. Join us here on the Buzz Club right now. Let's run the intro and get into the game. We're in game. What's up, everybody? As you can see, Ogridi's hired as Monaco manager. Eyes been raised around the world. And I did realize I forgot to mention in the intro, also not having anyone over the age of 21. Of course, one of the club things is to not have anyone sign over the age of 22, but we do 21 here. You can't play at 21, higher than 21. The one thing I forgot to mention is the goals. Of course, we have goals for this one, and it's simple. To win the League 1, that is the goal. That is what we need to do to win the League 1. Now, the original post said you have 10 seasons to do it, to build a squad. I don't see how 10 seasons is actually going to help anyone, because the fact that is that you have overage people in the squad. If you're playing for 10 years, you're supposed to be building up to get those guys to where they need to be. So it doesn't make sense to me. So we're going to do it in 5 years. And as you can see, we are getting rid of 19 players. These guys will all be removed from the squad. I'm going to just use the in-game editor. All right, I'm going to go do that individually. But this is what we're going to deal with. We've literally got a squad of, 6 players at the moment in the youth. Do we have anyone in the second team as well? I'll just sort all this out in a bit now. Second team. We have a lot of second team players. There's a few that we will get rid of, but we have a lot of second team players, most of them on loan, which is good. It's good, it helps us. And then we've got a lot of under 19s, which we probably won't use it. And then also, of course, we can't have any foreigners, so this Belgian dude will have to go in our main squad. I didn't actually check the bottom. Are they all French? They are all French. Perfect. So they can also. So remember, they have to all be French, and they have to be 21 years old or younger. Let me do that. I also noticed that I still have it on rand, so I'm going to change that back to pounds for now. We'll be back in a bit. Right, ladies and gents, so I have trimmed the squad down, got rid of anyone who's not French and over the age of 22 or 21 and above. 22 and above, because, yeah. So this is what we're dealing with at the moment. As you can see, we have a bit of a defender shortage now at the moment. This is the team that I've sort of planned out as being the best 11 that we currently have. So this is how we're going to line up with. We're going to go with Leonard in goals. Not a great goalkeeper, but a bad goalkeeper for what we have. So if we can pick up a young 21-year-old or 20-year-old Frenchman, I prefer maybe 19 or 20 so they can at least go 3 seasons with us and develop. That's why I'm kind of sticking with Jan. I kind of like him. He's not bad. So he will start. Our reserve keeper will be Zaddy, who's 19, who I think can develop into a much better keeper. But obviously, we've got to go for the right now. We can't really develop because as soon as he turns 21, he's out of the door. So that's the problem that we have when it comes to developing guys. In terms of right backs, we don't really have a good right back. This is the best of the bunch. He is good, but for this level, I don't think he's good enough to be in the squad. So we are going to be maybe looking for a right back. I think that is quite important. We don't actually have a backup. In terms of defense, we don't have any left-footed central back, but we do have very good right-footed backs in Valme. He is there. Now, I know you notice it says Haiti and France. His first nationality is France. So that's what we go for. If he decides to switch allegiance and go play for the Haiti national team, then he's out the door. Because then he's Haitian nationality. So that's how we're going to do it. If they have a cap for France, then they stay in France. Even if there's Ivory Coast in them or whatever Africa countries in them, they will then stay because they've got a French cap. That is the idea. At the start, if their first nationality is French, then they stay. And if they Ivory Coast and then French as a second, I can't sign them unless they decide to play for France. Just to clarify that. So we don't have a left-footed back, but we do have a good backup right centre-back in Jules Berry. Very good backup option there. And then Genot as a third option for the right-hand side because we've got 3 very good right-footed defenders. Then left winger, I have a very, very good left winger. Probably our best player in the squad at the moment at 18 years old. I really do like Quatara. He is very, very good. I'm hoping he picks to play for France as the national team because I don't think I can afford to lose this dude. He's very good. Our backup, Alan Esser, also very good for a 17-year-old or 18-year-old. Not too shabby at all in that department. And then we're going to play with 2 defensive midfielders. We've got a ball-winning midfielder, and that's going to go to Benma. Very good player. I like him. I think he can develop. The 18 years old can develop it nicely. And he's got his backup as Mayut will be his backup. No, it's not Mayut. Sorry, I switched him around. His backup will be Bamba, who also, I think, is really good. 20 years old, though, a bit on the older side of things, but can potentially do something good. And then Magasa, our other star player, in my opinion, I think the second best player in the team. Magasa, very, very good ball-winning midfielder as well as a defensive midfielder. So he can slot in there. And Mayut, like I mentioned earlier, is his backup, who is a very good backup, in my opinion, as well. Then on the right-hand side, we're going to go with this man, Dirk Valentin. This is Valentin, our Brazilian Frenchman. Very good right winger. I think he's very, very good. And then we're going to use Akaluchi as his sort of understudy. Akaluchi can play all across the midfield, which is quite nice. I'm going to trade him as an attacking midfielder winger. I think he's got good attributes to be a winger, better so than attacking midfielder, in my opinion. I think his finishing lacks a little bit to be an attacking midfielder. I think winger, his crossing ability, everything else is just super good. He is 21 years old. He is turning 22 in February, so we at least have him for this season, which could be quite useful. And then in the midfield, the attacking midfielder, probably our best young prospect in Elise Ben Segur. This kid looks like he could be fantastic. 18 years old, definitely our hot prospect. Definitely in 2 years' time will be a star player, 100% guaranteed. If you just trade him correctly and give him enough game time, he will be there. His understudy is another young prospect that I really, really do like is Simon Boabre, who I think could be a very, very good attacking midfielder. He just needs a little bit more game time. 17 years old. So I think attacking-wise, we're quite solid. Left attacking left winger, we have Bakali. Not the greatest. I think this is another department we are going to look at maybe improving. He is 21. He does turn 22 in March next year. So he does have at least one season with us. I think a good, decent backup player. We do have, and we don't have another backup for him. So definitely need another left winger. And then up front, which is also the part that I'm sort of not happy with, but I think we have a decent striker in Enzo. Bagliari, a French youngster. Finishing at first touch isn't great. He's not fantastic. He's never going to be, you know, world class. But I think if we don't find a striker, I think we should be okay. I do have two other guys that are decent little backups in Machal. Machal better at finishing at first touch, but his mentals aren't as good as uh, Bagliari, which is why I've gone with him. And then we also have this guy, Sandro Bertolucci, who, like the other one, mentals aren't there, but I think he could develop into a decent little striker. And then just another backup player that we do have is Eden Diop. He'll be third string option for attacking midfielder in case of any injury and stuff. Also 18 years old, can develop quite nicely. And then two players that I have decided to sell is Enzo Couto, not a good defender at all. Maybe get some money off him. And then also Koulibaly, not a good central midfield. He's not a good DM with what we play with, so he can be out of the door as well, which does allow us to purchase a few more players. We do have 25 million to spend, as well as a wage budget of 900,000. In terms of just where we are in the wage budget, we're currently committed to spending 51,000, so we have 900,000 to spend on the players, which I don't think we're going to need. The 25 million, though, I might even adjust it if need be to go to about 27, but at the moment we'll keep it at 25. I'm going to have a quick gander at this, get things rolling, get some staff in there, get some scouts going. We'll be back in about a few weeks' time. Let me just sort everything out in terms of training, all that sort of stuff. We'll do that all in a jiffy. In fact, just do this and we'll be at the new screen. So we've sorted everything out. Like I said, click, we're here. And we've got a full scouting department. I had to get rid of a lot of non-French staff members because apparently that's part of the setup. And we've come back with a lot of people. I've scouted a few guys throughout, had a look at them. This guy has come up, Jorginho Ruta from Chelsea as a striker. He looks like he could be a very, very good striker. He is 46 million though. And I don't think they're going to take a loan offer, are they? No, they won't take him as a loan. All right, well, he'll keep someone who will just fully scout him properly. I've got a whole bunch of scout reports coming through. He's not that good to be in the first team. He's not bad at all. As a defensive midfielder, he could be something. Let's scout him a little bit more. De Lima, left winger, he's good. Ooh, just don't like his finishing, but everything else is good. 19 years old. How much is he worth? It earns 1,100. That's fine. How much do you think Bordeaux would want? 2.3 to 4.4? I'm not opposed to that. That's reasonable. That's reasonable. Can we go down? Can we go to 1.6? Will you take 1.6? 1.8 plus 1.1 two installments. I mean, I can do that. That's 3.2 million. That's not bad. Let's go down to 975 and then 1.6. Will you take that? I'll take that. Okay. I think De Lima could be a very, very good signing for us on that left wing side. As a centre mid, attacking mid, not great. I just scouted basically the whole under 21, under 20, and under 19 French teams. Mbondo is a very good defender. 21-year-old, when is your birthday? Because that's also important. You are turning in October. No point in signing you. Oh, I didn't check Villa. I suppose he's 19, doesn't matter. 21-year-old Mouton, centre back, not left footed, can't use you. Dupuisse, not a good player for the squad that I'm looking for. You are a right back, and you are very good. Laid. You just turned 21. In terms of our current right back, are you better? That is the question. We don't have a spare right back at the moment. Where is our right back? Can't find you. Who is our right back? Am I losing my mind? Platret, that's what it was. I don't know why I was thinking of someone completely different, but Platret is our right back. There you are. I mean, the polygraph just shows it all there. He is way, way better than our current right back. How much? How much is this man going to cost us? He's going to cost us nothing. I'll give you at 375. That is, which they actually want though? 2.4. Okay, I thought as much. They want 4 million for him. Still decent. Still decent. I'll give you 1.5 plus 1 million over 2 months or 6 months, really. I'll take that. That's another good signing for us. That'll bolster up the team quite a bit. Logbo, not a great striker for what I'm looking for. Lacroix, no. Diallo, no. Line, 20-year-old striker. Bags of potential. Currently League Two. Not great in terms, a lot of greens, but all low greens, which I'm not happy about. As a goalkeeper, we can scout you fully. Another striker, also the same sort of concept as the previous one. Not great, not great, not great. Milo, I mean, you are very good, but I don't really need three, four very good backing midfielders. This guy is good. Lenny Yoro, of course. Lenny Yoro plays for Lille. He's the right-footed defender, though, and he's currently injured. 4 to 5 weeks. How much do they want for him? 48 million. Yeah, we're not going to accept that, but we'll scout him fully. Get him fully scouted. Desiree Due, not great. Zhao as a goalkeeper, you are not too bad. You know, fully scout Zhao. And then I also did just a few other recruitment stuff I've gone through here, just so you can show you what we've done. Goalkeeper, we haven't got any matches yet. Other goalkeeper, we haven't done anything. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. I got a near match. Soglo, I did look at him. Not great. Not what I really want on that left flank. France. This is that one. I forgot to change that. And then here, these are French nationals apparently. I don't know why it's giving me Ghanaians and Swiss players, but anyway. In terms of just players in range, so but scouted players, what I've done is I just added the search in for nationality French, and then we change the age to 21. And let's see what we've got. These are the players that we have scouted at 21 years of age, sorted by price. Yeah, we've scouted a few people already. I've gone through all of it. I've gone through a lot of this. There's a few good players that I do like, and I'm just waiting for more scout reports to come through on some of these players. One player in particular, which I was a goalkeeper that I was waiting for a scout report on, and I think we could get him fairly cheap. He's not here for some reason. It was Restus, but he's not here on this list yet. So maybe the scout reports haven't come through yet. But he is someone looking. And then another goalkeeper that I did like was Owen. He looks like he could be a very good goalkeeper going forward, but I'm still waiting for more scout reports. We've got a lot of good potential goalkeepers coming through. I mean, someone like Barbet, who is 21, probably a short-term option for us since he's turning 22 a little bit later. Maybe that's not what we need right now, but you know, short-term options can be something. I want someone though that can at least last a whole season. If I'm going to go with a short-term option, someone like Semedo, who could actually potentially be a decent goalkeeper. But yeah, I'm going to keep scouting. If anything comes up, I will let you guys know. In terms of left backs, because that's what we were looking at, there was one very good left back that I had my eye on. We did side, we have put De Lima was one of them. The other one that I did like the look of was Hello, but I'm still waiting for a full scout report on him. And then in terms of strikers, I did actually see one that I really liked is Krupi Jr. He looks like he could be a very good striker. At 17 years old, I think he could be maybe one for the future. He is valued at 30 million though. And then of course we did look at Ruta. Too much money needed there. And then Keenan Carroll. I didn't look at you from Leeds as well. Nah, not great, unfortunately. I thought he could be a little bit better as a left winger. There's a free dude here, Diane. Great. Diane. You more right-footed, so you won't really work on that left flank. So yeah, we are struggling to find just a decent left field footed player in general, I guess. We'll come back in a bit, have a look at it. Desiree Douay, he is not bad at all. 12 million, he is on the more expensive side, but he is very good. As a winger, his crossing isn't great, but his first touch and his dribbling is really good. He's very just good physicals. If you compare him to Bakali, are you better than Bakali? I mean, you are better than Bakali in every sort of department. But at 12 million, is he the player that we want? I'm going to wait a bit. I'm going to wait, get our recruitment sorted, get all the reports in, and then we'll come back. Well, De Lima has agreed to speak to us. He wants to play as left winger. That's the role we're going to play. But somebody keep that in there. He wants to be an important player. How much do you want? You want 4.9, which isn't bad. I mean, that is reasonable, especially for his sort of age. Everything else is all right. Your sister, you know what? I'm happy with that. I'll give you that. In fact, I'll give you a little bit more. I'll give you 6,000 a week. His funds is acceptable, not bad. And then Blade, he is more interested in joining Nance than he is us. Wants to be a regular starter. We'll just keep you at that. He wants to be an important player. All right. I won't fight it. I need you desperately, actually. When it's 9.25 is what I'll add that in. We can do that. 4 years plus 1 year. Although I don't really need you for 4 years, so we don't need that. 4-year contract, we can then sell them off. So when obviously they reach 22, we don't really just need to terminate their contracts, which is not allowed to play them, and we can sell them off. So that is the plan going forward. He wants 15. That's a little bit more than I was hoping to spend. But I think I can get this down to about 12. I'll bump up your signing fee. You can go to, let's go give you 1 million. Everything else is fine. You happy with that? He's happy with that. He is the type of player that I do want. Just to give you guys an idea of how the wages look in terms of who's earning what. So our top earner is 7.25. It's going to be 12 now. So that's the range that I was looking at to getting most of my players in. Nothing more than about 15. That is the total I want to get. Of course, we do have a very young squad, so that's why the wages are so low, which is how we've managed to, really go well beyond the 900,000. And there we go. We got our winger. We got our left winger in Marvin De Lima, who I think would easily slot in as the first choice winger ahead of Bakali. I think he is a lot better than Bakali already. So at 19 years old, I think for the next 3 years, we've got our man fairly strong on his left foot. He isn't too bad. And 1.6 million might be a decent little signing. 19-year-old. I think if I can get him cheap, I'll give you 1.6. We'll take off the next profit sale because I don't want to. They're willing to take 1.6. That's not too bad. And then Alan Chapet, not a good left back, very old as well for our team. That's the only player that's on this list that's useful. 8 in progress. These are all that. We've got Diarra as a sentiment. I don't really need another sentiment. Rore is interested in chatting to us. He wants between 8 and 11. If I can get you down towards 8, that'll be better. So let's go 7.5. I'll bump that up to about 8. We'll bump the agent's fee up a little bit as well. Will you take that? You will take that. Perfect. That's a decent signing for our left back position, which we don't really have a left centre back at the moment. I'm liking this, how it's sort of shaping up at the moment. We're going to come back. I'm going to keep scouting, come back for a bit. Right, so my scout report came back on Restus. He looks like he is a good goalkeeper. He is a good goalkeeper. We are going to make an offer for him. 13 million. It's a lot of money for a goalkeeper. I'm going to try and bring it down to 10. I think he is at 18 years old. They've locked in this offer, 2.9 million, 18 million. It cost me 22 million after every 10 games that he plays, and he could potentially play a lot of games. I'm going to have to do this one because I really do want him. 175 after 10 games isn't much and is fairly cheap. Is this guy, Loum Chuauna from Chad in France. He looks like he could be a very good left winger, is what I was looking at, because he is very strong on the left foot. So I do like the look of it. I think him and Delima, and maybe we can sell off Bakali, because he is better than Bakali as well. When you go to just the stats, so you can see there, he is a much better player than Bakali. I think Bakali, fortunately, might drop out of the squad completely. So I'm going to try and make an offer for him in terms of just if we can get him cheap. That is the goal here. 5 million. Will you take 5 million? I think you should take 5 million. They want 20 for him. Yeah, the lowest I can go is about 15. I don't even think I have 15 to offer him with all the other players. And then another player that I do know, I have used him in the past, is Wahi. Very, very good player, but he is a very expensive at 36 million. Mateus Tell, had a look at him as well. Very, very expensive. I do like the looks of Logbo, but at 19 years old, maybe not worth that amount of money. We are scouting a lot of these players as well, just to double check if they are worth anything. Someone like George, who could potentially be a good striker. I'm just waiting to get a scout report back on him. In terms of the other guys, Restless doesn't want to talk to us. He just signed a new contract. And so has him. Well, we potentially haven't found a goalkeeper yet, but I do found this guy, Lebris, as a good backup left winger. Compare him to Bakali. He's a weirdish sort of player with his defending at 3, but that hasn't been fully scouted. But he looks, in terms of attributes, a better signing than Bakali. I'm going to just scout him fully. We're just waiting for the full scout report. And then another player which I did like the look of was this centre back, another left-footed guy in Mawisa, who looks like he could be our future left back. In fact, so much so, I am making an offer on him. I think he is very good. He is very cheap at 5,000 bucks. They want an improved offer, right? I'll give you an improved offer. That's 500. Would that be good enough for you guys? Like almost triple what he's worth, in my opinion. And then another good player that I did pick up here was, of course, Arthur Atta. As a DM, I think he could be very, very good. I'm just waiting for a full scout report on him before I make any progress on him. Let's see if this other guy wants to join us. He's still deciding. That was the previous offer. It wasn't rejected. Delayed. Oh, there we go. Got our left back. Nice. Blade is joining the team. He's our right back. Sorry, right back. Better right back than what we had. Traore, our centre back option, which I liked. He's now in this team as well. So we're building up nicely. We're getting up nicely. If I can get Traore and Masiwa both in there, I think that'll be very, very good. Potentially both our starting centre backs could be better than our other options that we have in terms of where they will fit into the squad. They need more time to decide on that one. We'll give them a little bit more time. Let me go play this game and we'll come back with more transfer action. Right, so our other centre-back option is looking like he wants to join us. He does feel there's better other prospects. He wants to be full-time player. 7.5. I can give you 6. 6 sounds reasonable. 5-year contract, that's fine. Everything else looks good. He is not bad as a backup left winger. He's better than Bakale. How much better or compared to De Lima are you? And you're very similar type of player to De Lima. Maybe even the argument that you are a little bit better than De Lima. How much do they want for Dong? Oh, I wouldn't mind Dong. If you can get him cheap, 5 million in total. Take this out. I'll give you 3.5. Take that. Think he's going to be a good player. Lebris came through as well. He is a little bit more expensive, I'm guessing. Compare him to Dong. He's better. He's a little bit better, isn't he? Not by much, though. I mean, if I can get him for the same price, then obviously I'm going to go with Lebris instead of Dong. They're going to want 4. I don't know if I want to spend 5 million on him, though. 4.8? Is he worth 4.8? I don't know. I'll have to think hard about those two guys, because between the two of them, then Lebris isn't that much better, but he isn't that much worse than so the guy we looked at, the defender. Estel. I mean, this guy's so good. Can we loan him? They're willing to take a loan, and not a lot of money to be spent on him for a loan. I mean, let's do it. Make the offer. If I can get Tell on loan, that is fantastic news. We'll have to wait a little bit of time for that one. Dong, how much do you want? You want 7.75. Like, are you worth 7.75? That is the question. 7.25. Brees, he wants 10. Chelsea and Man United are also off for him, so clearly he is a good player. 14th. I can't afford that. Well, I can, but I don't want to, because then other players are going to start wanting big salaries, and I don't want to spend big salaries. Monaco yet to discuss terms. Yeah, he's probably going to be sold, guys. Like, I'm waiting to see what happens there. Right, so we do have a new left winger in Dong. He is joining us. We'll probably start ahead of De Lima when it comes to games, but there's a lot of football, so a lot of rotation will obviously happen. You can welcome Dong, and then let's just do the registration. Oh, we got Mawisa as well. Let's accept that and do that one first. That's not bad. How much do they want? As a striker, you're not bad at all. I can get him for 4.5. Are you willing to take 4.5? I don't think they're willing to take 4.5. We are getting Mateus Tal. They've accepted our loan offer. 10 million is just too much for you, unfortunately. In terms of striking department, who do you have? Ruta, we can't afford him. We had a look at under 19s, still in progress. I'll just wait for these reports to come through. Right, so I think we might have found out. We tried to make an offer for him last time, Zhao. He didn't want to sign because he just signed a new contract for Lyon. I tried to loan Restus as well. He doesn't want to come on loan. They rejected the loan bid immediately. I think he could be our first team goalkeeper. If we compare him with obviously our first team goalkeeper in Leonard, you can see miles ahead of him. Speed, obviously, we haven't fully scouted him, so you won't see those attributes. But the little bit that I have seen, he is miles ahead of him, and he's the only keeper that's sort of decent to come in. So short-term option, send him on loan, give him on loan. Hopefully, by the end of season, he wants to join us and continue on with that. So some sad news. Mateus Tal has rejected us. He doesn't want to come play for Monaco. It's sad. Higher side. Juju isn't bad. We try Juju. He wants. How much do they want? He's not a bad player. I kind of like him. We take 125. They want 3 million, 7 million in total. I'll take that out. I'll lower this to 2.6. Go for 3 million. Let's see. I'll take that. He's a really good player in terms of just overall good striker. What we kind of need at the moment. Manu is also not bad. I like him, actually. I like him a lot more than what we currently have. Make an offer for him as well. We do need strikers. Which do you guys want? 6.2. That's a good bargain. That's a good bargain. I'll take that bargain. Question is, do they want to come to the squad? Yes, Juju is very keen on negotiating. What's 10? Wants to be a star player. Can I go to 9.5? Give you a little bit extra signing bonus. Give you agent a little bit extra. Take out the 10%. You are 18. You're 20 years old, though. He's happy with that. He's happy with that. And Sumano, I'm going to take both. If I can get them both, that'll be actually really good for the squad. Does mean we can sell off a few of the other strikers that we do have in the squad. About 7.75, and we'll bump that up. Yeah, he's keen. He's keen. If we can get these two strikers in, I think we should be good in terms of striking department. And our defensive department just got a whole lot better. Bengui Zhao has joined our club. And just to show you how desperate I was for a goalkeeper, we're going to have a quick look at these friendlies. 5-2-1. He's conceded what? 1, 6, 7, 9, 10, 16 goals in 6 games. Yeah. And in terms of goals scored, we have scored 5. We desperately needed a goalkeeper and a striker. We've got our goalkeeper. I think he is going to be right. So I have played a little bit off camera. You can see I put on a jacket because it's damn cold in here. And we have signed a new striker in Sumano. He is very good. He looks like he could be a very, very good striker for us. In terms of our other new striker that we did have, and then we also still have Juju, which I did speak about. He will probably be our first team goalkeeper with Sumano being backup. And then I did also make an offer for goalkeeper Riza, Robin Rissa, who I think could actually be a very, very good goalkeeper if compared to Zhao, who's currently our number 1. You can see Zhao is better, but not by a lot. He's not 100% better. You know, they're pretty much on the same sort of like par in terms of just all their attributes. Obviously, Robin will be second choice going in, but I think we should be okay in terms of goalkeeping department. Of Juju as well. 2 very good strikers coming in, which does mean we now can sell maybe 1 or 2 of our other ones. And well, there we have it. Robin Rissa, officially a Monaco AS player. He will definitely fall into our first team as the probably as the goalkeeper coach. Goalkeeper. Did he sign? Wait, he did sign, right? I'm not going crazy. Yeah, said from Monaco. When is he joining? The 1st of July. Okay. 2024. It's all right. It's all right. He is our future goalkeeper, maybe our future number 1. We'll keep an eye on his development throughout the season. If you like this challenge, let me know down in the comments below. It's something I've never done before, a youth challenge. Only under 21s. It's a lot more challenging than I thought it was going to be. I won't lie. Finding the right players, the fact that you can only choose French players, the fact that it can only be under 21s that are basically ready for the first team. It's tough. It's tough, especially when players don't want to sign for your club. But there we go. We're going to try it. We've got 5 seasons to win the league earn. That's all we need to do with no player over the age of 22. So hopefully we have a good start. Maybe the key is to beating the smaller teams and then going on, try get a result against the likes of PSG or Lille or Lyon or Nantes in this. It's one of those we have to try and get through, but we will do it. Make sure you smash subscribe and the notification button so you can stay up to date with everything that's happening on the channel. From me, your boy, the Vaslap. Till next time, peace and chicken grease.